What's going on, guys? Let's talk about money. So, I wanted to talk about money because money is obviously very important. And I was thinking about this because I see a lot of different stats that are very alarming or things that are going on. I see, as far example, the U.S. The U.S. is in trillions worth of debt right now, and it seems like that debt is just getting bigger and bigger, and it's not coming down. And I see that the U.S. as far as consumers, debt is at an all-time high as far as credit card debt. And I know that money is something that is not taught, really in schools. I know I do see, which is great, a lot of different things being implemented in schools as far as, financial education that can really help people and teach people about money. Because a lot of times what happens is when people are in high school, they take things, they take, science, math, those different type of subjects, and then they go to college possibly, and then they, graduate with a degree in certain things, but they're never taught about money as far as personal finance, and it's being able to handle their money and take care of their money and just understand money so they can be able to do well with money. And I wanted to talk about this sheet or this budget sheet, or not budget sheet, but this sheet that I came across, and it's very interesting. It kind of has a breakdown. You can see it now, but it has a breakdown of money, of a philosophy of money, and maybe things to think about as far as relates to handling your money and just being overall good with money. And a lot of this I do agree with, and because I think what hurts people hurts the a person who doesn't do well with money is that they don't understand that you have to have a gap. You have to have a gap between how much you make and how much you spend, because a lot of times what happens is there's no gap. A person has an amount that they make, and then they spend just as much essentially, which cancels out as zero. And so they don't have any savings. They don't have nothing to have saved up, and that means they don't have any money to invest. They don't have any money to save, or they don't have any money to have as a backup just in case things happens, such as a rainy day happens, car breakdown, your child needs something, a medical emergency, anything can pop up. And that's very important to always have a gap between how much you make and how much you spend, because that's how you can be able to, have have money saved up and be able to use that money to hopefully, start building wealth with. But it's very important to have a budget, to have a budget sheet to be able to track your spending. Because if you don't have a budget, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what you're spending. You don't know what you're spending on. And I've seen, because I've been in corporate America, and I've seen things as far as with customers' accounts and things of that nature. And you'd be surprised how you hear customers state that, hey, I thought I had this amount of money. I thought I had this. And then you don't realize that, hey, these things add up. That money that you spend at Starbucks every day for $10, $8, $9. If you're doing it every day, it adds up. Or if you're going to Chick-fil-A every day, every couple of days, it adds up. Especially if you have a spouse, if you have a family, that money adds up. So it's very important to have a budget sheet to be able to track your spending, so you can know how much you make, and then you can know how much your bills are. How much disposable income you have, as far as being able to do those things you want to do as far as vacation and trips and things of nature. And then also know how much money are you trying to save? How much money are you trying to invest every month? So it's very important to have a plan. So I felt this sheet was very, good, because this kind of gives some good tips, some good breakdowns, some good tips on how to think about money and maybe things to actually think about as regards to money. But always remember that how much you make and how much you spend, there should always be a gap, because that allows you to be able to have money and be able to have options to be able to do things with that money that you have not spent. Because you don't want to live in a way that you don't know where your money is or is just zero. I always want to have that gap. So I just want to share that because I know money is very important, and I know right now in these times that we are in, people need help with money, and sometimes you just don't know where to start, where to look. But always look towards taking control of your finances. Always look to having a budget, and always look to always living below your means, because you always get in trouble when you try to live above your means. So I just want to share that. Let me know what you think in the comments, and also hit that like button, subscribe as well, and also share this video with someone you think this video can help out as well. So I appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.